To you, my beloveds, I can see it in your eyes. I owe the praise. Thank you for being here. I love your time. I appreciate your time. This I know to be true. A beautiful way to give our love to others is by giving our time and attention. And giving our attention requires a mindful presence, courage, resilience, and the wherewithal to continue that practice. So let's talk about how to change the world with words. That's right. Words can change the world. We package ideas in words, and then we export them. And then they enter another's mind. We can literally change each other's minds. Let's take a look at various entities that use the word, starting with ourselves and religious institutions, spiritual texts, philosophical discourse, poets, literature, indigenous oral traditions, political people, social movements, science, a coworker, a loved one. Do they use words to communicate ideas? Of course they do. And we use them for and against ourselves. That's a tough one to control, understood. We can practice our presence, our state of awareness, and then maybe we can lower the amplification on some of those things that we hear ourselves say in our minds as thoughts. Because the moment we pay attention to what those thoughts are, the ones that don't move us toward the goalpost, we can lessen the power of those. And we practice the performance-driven, the effort-driven, rewarding the journey. Yeah, that's where it's at. We can lift the ceiling on our abilities literally overnight. It takes practice, and sometimes we see just 1% improvement. But if you ask any elite coach or manager of a sports team or an organization, if you can improve by 1% in various categories, that's progress. And if we focus on the journey, we don't have to worry about the percentage points of improvement. No, the journey is where the beauty is. Okay, my beloved friends. We are not out to replace affirmations, but maybe a little bit of a change. Instead of the fixed mindset that says, I am great at this, or when we say to another, you are great at that, we might be undermining their performance. And I know that sounds counterintuitive. And it's important for me to illustrate here that what I'm getting at is avoiding the fixed mindset type of praise or affirmations we either say to ourselves or to others. So let's say we're talking about test takers, and somebody takes a test and they are rewarded with, you are so good at math. Well, they'll do whatever it takes to hear that kind of reward again. But if you reward the effort, you are so good at learning from your mistakes, and you have such good resiliency to start over and learn and really deepen your understanding. Well, that person is most likely to do better at the effort, therefore learning much deeper. This applies to every aspect in life. And it's very important here to highlight the beautiful work done by some beautiful people in the ideas of using the words to positive ends and means, and that's probably more important here, the means. In addition, there are amazing people who have been amplifiers of good uses of language, caretakers of the word. My beloved friends, we have 3 phrases. We have 3 verbal seeds that we will plant together, and each one of these seeds has a power. And so we'll go over the foundation of that power. Let us spell them out together. Number 1, mindfulness. We've all heard it before, but let's define it. Everyone has a different one. Play with this definition, if you will. Beyond just a state, indeed. Rather, being attention. Being open, non-judgmental, non-discursive attention to the contents of consciousness. Resting in awareness. Understanding we do not need to add anything or subtract anything toward the goal of happiness. Also understanding that the root of such a thing rests in the equanimity of awareness. Number 2 is about social courage. Being unique with a perspective and your divine creativity. We generate communities. Just by showing up, we manifest a society. And through our contributions, we raise the consciousness of the group. We increase our abilities to overcome any human challenge through awareness in togetherness. Not only that, it is a mutually beneficial arrangement because we can connect with other beautiful people, and we can rest knowing that this mystery of a journey need not be solved this moment. What we can guarantee is that love always prevails. There is strength in love. Love takes courage. And that's what social courage is all about. Number 3, resilience. Adopting a growth mindset turns that long list of things that we see as stressors into enhancement opportunities. This is a mindset. It is a conscious choice in response to stress that leads to psychological growth. The growth mindset adopts a positive perception of stress. It is a literal transmutation in the moment by choice. So if we believe that stress is enhancing, it is. Yes, and friends, before we get to the exercises, just real quick, I would like to say, these are door openers. We all know they're not going to fix everything overnight, and we all have things to fix. But the journey, remember? The practice. Who knows? After we open these doors, what's next? Here we go. Let's get comfortable. And whatever position your mind, body is currently, resting deeper into that is encouraged. And if you would like to pause now for some deep cyclical breathing, that is also highly encouraged. You can pause the video now. Okay. We will recite these 3 seeds. And these are seeds we intend to plant. with the highest of the self, the highest of intention. Number 1. I practice gratitude for my ability to experience everything. I practice gratitude for my ability to experience everything as it is, resting in awareness. Resting in awareness. I practice gratitude for my ability to experience everything as it is, resting in awareness. I practice gratitude for my ability to experience everything as it is, resting in awareness. I practice gratitude for my ability to experience everything as it is, resting in awareness. 2. As I present in the arena of social courage. As I present in the arena of social courage, my efforts cultivate strength and love. As I present in the arena of social courage, my efforts cultivate strength and love. As I present in the arena of social courage, my efforts cultivate strength and love. 3. I love how I practice challenges through a growth mindset. I love how I practice challenges through a growth mindset. Accepting stress as ideas and endurance. Accepting stress as ideas and endurance. I love how I practice challenges through a growth mindset. Accepting stress as ideas and endurance. I love how I practice challenges through a growth mindset, accepting stress as ideas and endurance. Beloveds, friends, family. Those are the exercises. Use them as you wish. Recite them as you'd love to. They are for you. They are for me. They are for us. The world needs you. The world needs us. Please go out and create. Love is always the answer, and all is mind. Hey folks, if you are sticking around, then you are listening to my postscript on this show. And what I'd like to highlight is that I used plenty of words that are also homonyms. And when one word, for example, the word meaning, it has the word mean in it, and it can mean so many things. Well, I would just like to say this. A word is only as powerful as the value you give its definition. Okay, that's all.